What's going on, everybody? So today's video is going to be 3 exercises, 1 superset and 1 regular exercise. And it's to focus on the muscle that I believe is responsible for an aesthetic looking arm. So most people would say to have an aesthetic looking arm you need to have what? Probably a nice bicep, a well-developed tricep because it makes up the majority of the arm. But I'm going to say it's actually the rear deltoid. And that's because when you build or develop a rear deltoid, you're going to create a line or separation between your arm and your shoulder. And that's just going to make your arm look a lot better if you're into aesthetics. So this workout is 3 exercises, 1 superset, and then a burnout exercise. So here you go. All right, the first exercise we're going to do is like a dumbbell row, except we're going to flare our elbows out instead of like a regular dumbbell row where you keep your elbow in towards your body. And we're going to focus on using your rear delt to lift the weight up. And I like to go a little bit heavier here. And yes, you are going to use some of your back, but you really have to have a mind-muscle connection here to try to focus on pulling with the rear delt. The reason why I'm using a heavier weight like this is just to pre-fatigue the muscle and get it ready for the next 2 exercises. And just bring your elbow up to about 90 degrees. So this next exercise, I use a really light weight. I think this was 10 pounds. So between 10 and 15 pounds is what I usually use. And I'm just going to use my rear deltoid to kind of swing the weight up, except it's a controlled movement, not an actual swing. And if you notice, I'm bringing the weight across my chest. And the reason I'm doing that is to stretch that rear deltoid. And I found when I do that, it's easier to focus on pulling and to recruit the rear delt instead of the other muscles. You can do this with putting your head on the bench too, but I just like to lean over and rest my hand there. Okay, the last exercise is like a face pull. I like to use a wide grip here. And then I bring the bar to just below my eyes. And then I try to squeeze and pause at the bottom of the movement just for a second there. And at this point, you should really feel your rear deltoid working. And the rear deltoid muscle is not one that you can just kind of muscle and force. You have to kind of finesse it. So every movement you kind of have to finesse it, and you have to really use that mind-muscle connection.